everyone, hey and welcome back to yet another episode of Battle Rap Resume. This is your host Tom Quee. We are doing a little event preview, a really exciting event that's coming up at the Palm Tree in Sheffield. This is Dub Scandal's Scandal in the Wind Part 2. It's going down Saturday the 30th. We'll put the links in the description. I'll put the links to the tickets in the description down below and all the relevant things down there. And we're going to go through the league. We're also going to explore the guests' back catalogue to a certain extent. I don't want to say that I invented Benny P or am responsible for Benny P's dominance right now in the lower tiers. Ben, obviously we did an episode a while back, top 10 battles we want to see, where we just sort of, threw some ideas to the wind. Great to have you on, man.
Oh, Sam, thank you very much for that introduction.
Been crazy to see because, you sent me some of your bars, actually. I think it was before the Psycho Myko clash.
Yeah,
and I remember being really impressed, genuinely, man. Like, really, really liking it, especially the second round. And it was a very cool feeling to see these bars you'd read about a month ago suddenly on YouTube, performing in the flesh. And I'm going to be complimentary, but most people might not know who you are. People listen to Battle Rap Resume, some of my homies out there in Denmark might not be aware of Benny P. I just want to say, your battling style, how would you describe it?
I don't know, man. It's a bit of everything. I want to be a bit of an all-rounder. I just like to get my personality across, but I like writing punchlines, making fun of people. That's the fun stuff.
Yeah. I think that comes across, and a niche eye for references, which I always love in battle rap. Bit of an anorak in that certain sense, like when Terminal referenced Georgia O'Keeffe, for example, was one of the greatest days of my life. And with you, a reference comes in your latest battle on Grassroots that you sort of say this is a niche reference, you're not going to get this sort of thing. The Violent Soho, I listened to that track you referenced, Covered in Chrome. Good song.
Yeah, man, I fucking love that song. I thought that bar ages ago, and I didn't use it against anyone else because I was like, nobody's going to get this reference whatsoever, apart from a couple of my friends that know the song.
Yeah, I like that mentality, though. Like, when I battled 142, I referenced Dan Carlin, the historical podcaster, and I was like, fuck it, it's going in there. If anyone's a fan of Dan Carlin, sort of Joe Rogan associate sort of thing. But, you've had 3 battles so far. I mean, this is kind of a brief battle resume. Maybe we'll do one in a few years, when you're like Code Red Champ or some title like that, or a Premier Battles also. We don't know what's going to happen here. But you battled Psycho Myko, as you said, back on Dub Scandal. And then there was a square one battle with Mado, right? That's not out at the time of us filming this.
No, not yet. I don't know when that's coming out.
Soonish, I would imagine. It's not. Yeah, it's gonna go through. But and then the latest battle that I just quoted from with the ridiculously obscure bars there. This is against Sewelster. Am I saying that right? Sulster. Okay.
I wasn't actually sure of how to pronounce his name until I got there when they introduced him, and I went, that's how you say it.
Yeah. Well, definitely check out this battle. Watch this battle before we went on air. Terrific battle, man. Really enjoyed it, and I want people to go and check out this. And it's great to see the plaudits that are coming your way. I think highly deserved. Definitely subscribe to Grassroots Entertainment as well. Shout out Blunt Ted. One of the best ever Battle Rap Resume episodes was Blunt Ted's original episode, which I think was like number 51 or something like that. That was like quite a while ago. I think that was like the start of 2017. So dig that episode out. Enjoyable episode. But the main reason we're here today, Ben, is to go through the card. As I mentioned before, Scandal in the Wind Part 2. It's going down 30th of June. And fair to say, like your next in lines, your Sunburns, etc. Scandal in the Wind is building a terrific brand here. First edition was sensational.
Yeah, the first one was really good. I hadn't gone to any dub events until the one that I battled at, but very good atmosphere. And you can see on cam, like when they're at the Palm outside, it's very good atmosphere.
It's their bunker to a certain extent.
Definitely.
How would you describe Dub Scandal events? I've never been to them myself. It translates very well on camera, and I think the guys behind the league have a brilliant eye for matchups. Very smart the way they put stuff together. But give us a general picture.
I remember you saying before that it's essentially a battle rap crash,
right?
And I think that's pretty on the money. Like you got a lot of fucking sick guys in dub, like some really like DARPA, Maverick, and all that. Like they do absolute bits, but even then, anyone that's, if you're not the best, you can go to grow. And even then, just the atmosphere there is sick. Like people go and they want to react and they want you to do well, and it's just it's wholesome. It's a nice atmosphere to battle it.
Yeah, and it's got a sort of ramshackle matey, friendly vibe.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
still has incredibly high levels of talent. I think specifically I'm thinking of Jay Short versus Aika recently,
fucking love that,
which is an
man.
outstanding fucking battle. But yeah, we'll get into the card. We'll go through, and as ever, I'm gonna know maybe most of these people, but there's a few that I won't be aware of. So we were on the live stream, I should say. So anyone, let us know what you think of these matchups as well as we go through it. The first one I want to look at is Zebedee versus Manic, Ben.
Yeah, I've only seen one battle of each of these guys. Yeah. I wanted to see fucking Manic versus Command Curve, but it just hasn't come out.
Yeah, why is that? Because I remember that going down at the time. That was a long time ago.
And LS Dean had a battle at that event that didn't come out either.
Oh
didn't
yeah, he did. Yeah, against that guy. It was what was his name? Fuck! It was his first ever battle, Mister something.
Mr. Quinny.
Mr. Quinny. Yeah, he was all right. I mean, released a battle like.
Yeah, I don't get why they never came out.
No.
But yeah, Manic's all right. He did all right against Young Crumpet, but just got overshadowed by Young Crumpet in his breakout performance. But yeah, he's good. Zebedee battled Bolgin. Can't remember the name of the league, but he's in Scotland. But yeah, he's very good. He's got good delivery and presence and stuff.
Yeah.
Good personality in the ring.
Who is Zebedee?
Just some Scottish dude. He is quite good. Like I said, I've only seen one battle, and I think my attention was wavering slightly. But he seems to be a good all-rounder. He can rap. He's got that base covered. I think he's got this one. Yeah. Based on what I've seen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Second on the card on the day is yourself, Ben, versus Score. Not familiar with this one.
Yeah, he's only got one battle out at the minute on Stantle against Bravo. He was alright. Yeah, he's good. He can. I'd say he's the biggest challenge I've had as of yet. Which, no disrespect to anyone else I've battled, isn't. Saying much.
Sure.
But yeah, he can rap. I've listened to some of his music. He's got a back catalogue. I'm just enjoying having someone to write for that there's actually things to write about, as opposed to just MC No Name who I've been thrown against.
Yeah. I mean, you're in the throes of that right now, aren't you? With just coming up and putting these matches together. But what is his style like, Score?
Sort of. He's northern. He's from Huddersfield. He sort of basic similes. Don't really know. There's not an awful lot to comment on.
Okay. We don't want to give away the juice, but yeah.
No. I'd say he's very much a rapper, not a battler. You can see the distinction between the people that are coming up in the battling now. You can tell that they're very much into battling and they understand it a lot. And he's got a good grasp of how to write bars and how to rap them, but I think he's lacking the understanding of battling that a lot of people do these days.
Gussie versus Grazza. Familiar with Grazza? I had him on the show a little while ago. We did our Grassroots Trinity preview. Shout out to Grazza, that was great. Who's Gussie?
I've only seen one battle with him. He's another Scottish guy. He battled Magic Mike in the academy.
Right.
Can't remember an awful lot about it. He was good though. He was consistent. I think he beat Magic Mike. Grazza beat Magic Mike as well recently. Yeah, Gussie's decent. I'll probably have Grazza taking that one though. He surprised me at Grassroots. He did very well.
And what was the Grassroots event like as a whole?
It was good, man. It was good. I rocked up quite late because I couldn't find the venue, and the venue changed. It was supposed to be in some Mexican restaurant, but it ended up being in Rough Trades Records, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was a nice vibe. It was cool just seeing people. It wasn't there wasn't a whole lot of people in there, but it was just cool to get down, have a couple of beers, and that. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Next battle went on to one of the battlers went on to Ground Zero recently. This is Topher versus Rubix.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this one's interesting. I didn't expect to see Topher back anytime soon. But Yeah, Rubik's is really good. Have you seen any of Rubik's?
I haven't.
Oh no, he was on the same grassroots events. He battled TKP. He's quite good. He's a Welsh guy. Uh, can't really remember an awful lot about him, to be fair. I think he's good enough to definitely give Topher a run for his money, especially seeing as events this year means he's got quite a good angle against Topher. But Topher, I watched Topher versus Jace recently, and he's funny as fuck. Like even when he's choking, he makes it entertaining. I don't know. It's hard to call this one. I could see Topher getting it on experience,
Yeah.
and like just being more comfortable in a battle. But that one's a bit of a toss up, really.
I like Max P versus Young Crumpet.
Yeah,
I like what it promises. It's two abstract, inverse characters facing off. You know, both have spent a little while now. Obviously, Max P quite a bit longer, changing the names, etc. But
Yeah.
Young Crumpet's style, I think, will play off the absurdity that Max projects, and this could be quite a contest.
Yeah, man, this one it's hard to call because I don't know how long it's going to take for people to get bored of Young Crumpet, or if he's going to be able to keep it fresh enough. Because like against Manic, it was Manic, like it was crazy.
Right.
But you never know how like it could just get to a point where it dries up. Even then, I don't know. At the minute, I'm saying Crumpet 3-0. No shade to Max Pepsi, but
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think, and you know, Crumpet had a really good performance at Chopping Fables as well. Shout out to Rap is Full. So, you know, great stuff from him. And I like Max P a lot, and I think he's had his moments, and he can still continue to have those. He's faced some good opponents as well. But yeah, I think Young Crumpet's writing's a little more explosive, a little bit more interesting, I think.
yeah, definitely. I just like how the reference points that he uses, like thingy, Bob the Builder, machines talking. He just had some
Yeah.
clever bars.
Yeah. Put a shell on this tit like a little mermaid. Drown versus DTH.
Ooh, I really don't know about this one. Drown did really well against Ted. I've said before that I think Drown's pretty sick. Like
Drown slept on, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
He's put his work in.
He's proper comfortable on stage, and like there's nothing that I'd say that he's like not good at. I feel like there's like his writing could be better, but even then I'd say his writing's strong, his performance is strong. He can proper actually rap, which always helps.
It is a bonus, isn't it? Shout out to man like Dave in the comments, by the way, in the live chat, absolute legend. JD James faced DTH right recently.
Yeah. That was a good battle.
Yeah. I mean, are you guys gonna battle JD James, Benny P?
I have no immediate plans to, but like I'm not against the idea.
It makes sense as a sort of just where you are, sort of next step, sort of.
Yeah, man, we're both coming up on dub at the minute. We'll just see how this next battle goes and see what's happening after then, I guess.
Yeah.
DTH did really well against JD James. I thought it was enjoyable. Like he's not the most technical MC, but he can make it entertaining and he can write funny shit. So I don't know, man. It's hard to see how I want to go. I'm gonna say Drowned, but I don't think it's gonna be a body at all.
Yeah. Dave's saying that you would dance on JD James.
Yeah,
So-
well, I didn't want to say that when you mentioned it because he's quite down. Like, I don't want to just shit on the guy. I would.
JD James loves commenting on Battle Resume videos. Shout out JD James. I'm a big fan of him, man. He killed it. He's doing really well. So I definitely want to see you guys face off. Rabda versus Tinny Wayne.
Tinny Wayne's pretty funny. Like I enjoyed his battle against Frost, his battle against Titan. Were both pretty good. But I've watched a few Rabda battles today just because I was like I haven't seen an awful lot of him, and he is. I think he's gonna steamroll that one. To be fair, like just in terms like same again. Just he can deliver a lot better, a lot rapid, a lot of like rapid punches and they're like clever punches. Tinny Wayne he's more like lackadaisical with it, and he can be funny, but I can't see how he's gonna win this one.
Yeah, I like Rabda quite a lot actually, and I think his Headhunters run. And he's been on dub quite a fair bit now as well. He's kind of quite a big name in the league, isn't he?
Yeah, man, he battled in Ireland recently, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I'd say, yeah, I think Raptor's definitely got that one. He does very well.
We're looking at a vortex of battle rap. A question mark of meaning, and a phenomenon, a comet. Magic Mike versus Just Jay.
Yeah, who knows? That's the question.
Mike and Dub Scandal, it just seems like a perfect pairing.
Yeah, it really is. Like I'd say he's quite at home at Dub. Well, Ronald's as well, but even then, when Magic Mike's on Dub, mad shit's about to go down.
Mm.
I don't know. Saying that though, just based on writing, I'd say Just Jay is better. But then I don't think this is going to come down to who's the better writer. I feel like it's more a case of who's more entertaining, more outside the box with their approach to it. Don't know, man. It's hard to see how that one will pan out. But
Definitely. Yeah, it's hard to predict a Magic Mike battle, certainly. And I'm not too familiar with Just Jay, I've got to be honest. But yeah, any time to see these guys face off, and the environment, as we say, the bunker-like surroundings of the palm tree are exciting. So the penultimate clash to go down on the 30th of June. As I say, tickets in the description down below. Definitely pick yours up. Sheffield-based Kofi versus Deviant.
Yeah, I think this is a good matchup. I wrote like a little predictions thing on the Dub Scandal group on Facebook, and I gave a relatively in-depth breakdown of every battle, apart from this one where I just said both trash, don't care.
Right.
I was just taking a piss, but I just thought it'd be a funny thing to say because I couldn't be asked like writing another paragraph. But I don't know. I'd say probably Deviant's got this one. Like they can both be pretty good on their day. But I don't know, man. I think that one's a bit of a toss-up as well.
Yeah. I like both of them. I think both of them have highs and lows. Can be a little inconsistent, perhaps. Maybe going with Deviant on this one, actually. I saw Deviant a few times live, and yeah, he does impress me when he's there. And shout out Kofi as well, doing great things for the league. We top off with Titan versus Bard, and I make no bones about the fact that I'm a giant Bard fan. I think Bard is absolutely fantastic. He's completely unique as a figure in battle rap. He gives you exactly what you want from that style, that sort of, literary heretic. And I love the way he approaches things. And Titan as well, I've been impressed by. Titan, I'm always told as a Battle Rap Resume podcast host, whatever that means, Titan, man, he's the guy to go to for battle rap knowledge. He's a big fan of this fucking scene. He knows what he's talking about, so maybe we have to do an episode soon. But Titan versus Bard, I mean, if you just read that on paper, it's such a great Titan Bard. It's such a great meshing of names. Like, really fits the occasion. How do you see this one playing out?
I said this on the group as well, and like no shade to Titan as well, proper sound guy, and I think he's improving very rapidly. But I don't see this being anything other than a bloodbath.
A bloodbath? Shit.
Like it's gonna be. I feel like we're gonna feel uncomfortable at certain parts of it. Like I think it's gonna be uncomfortable to watch the things that Bard will say. There's a big gulf in their delivery.
It's enormous, yeah.
Yeah, and and to be fair, I was unjustly slating Titan before just because I'd seen a couple of battles and I was like, he's not very good. I watched a couple of his earlier and I went, oh wow, like he can be very good, but it's Bard, and I don't think he's gonna half-ass it or anything. I think he's coming to take heads off, so they say.
Yeah. Dave in the comments, Titan needs to step up his physicality. He underplays his presence, which is very true. I think Bard might take it via consistency and just time in the game, but then he can impress if he takes his. But Titan can impress if he takes his shot, and that is so true. Actually, Titan can be quite bolshy and bullying, but doesn't really seem to exhibit those tendencies. And Bard, as we've seen in the Dub Scandal ring against Aker, who I think he bodied. I think Aker really underperformed in that battle, and I think Bard absolutely barked on him, and it's no different really. Bard is kind of a low-key, like, a fucking legend of this sort of, non-don't flop scene, like, outsider scene. And as I say before, I'm a big acolyte of this guy, and it's hard not to say 3-0, isn't it? It's just hard.
I said 9-0. I know there's only 3 rounds, but 9. This I can't see it being close, man. I hope time proves me wrong. Like, I would love to see this be like a really, really close, debatable battle, and not because Bard fucks up, but because Titan steps it up.
Yeah.
That'd be very good to see.
Definitely. And I want to say, just before we close up the episode, anyone in the chat who's got any questions for us about battle rap in general, me and Ben to give our opinions on, let us know. But just before we wrap up, like, looking at the card then, what is your standout battle? What's the one you're most looking forward to?
I'd say my performance versus Score is going to be performance of the day.
Of course, yeah.
I think as a matchup and just for individual performances, I'm saying Bard versus Titan will be sick. Titan knows that he's got to step it up, so he'll come with it. Probably go with that one. I think Rabda versus Tinny Wayne will be really good. I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
Titan versus Bard for me personally is the one that I'm ready for. Is it going to be the bloodbath you predict? Quite possibly, maybe, certainly. But nonetheless, it's going to be fun to behold. Who do you want to battle in the future? Like, who would you like to be battling this time next year?
It's really hard to say, man. Like, I wouldn't want to.
Ellis Dean?
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier.
It's a good matchup for you, I think.
To be fair, with Ellis Dean, it's just a case I know he's into a lot of fucking emo and hardcore.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
he loves that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I just do a lot of like fucking. Sorry, we're a title fight.
I know nobody likes you, boss. Yeah. Shout out Ellis Dean, man.
He's doing the academy now. So
he is. Yeah. What do you think of that? As someone who's kind of that, like, you could have, gone into the academy, definitely.
Yeah, I know. I fucking really regret not doing it.
Do you?
When they advertised it, I thought that it was going to be a higher caliber. So I was expecting Maverick and I don't know, man. Like, I thought it would be sort of people above my station, and then I saw fucking all these people in there, and I was like, I would have fucking steamrolled all these guys. Yeah, man. Like, I kind of wish I got involved, but you know what I mean, it's not the be all end all.
No, it's a cool event though. It kind of weaponized the tryout event into something a bit more interesting.
I want to get involved in a tournament. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think Doneflop had some great tournaments early on that really sort of produced the underclass of battlers before they got to the top tier. So definitely, let's have a look at the questions. Raise the bar saying, who would you like to battle next? We've sort of discussed that before, but yeah, Ellis Dean I'd like to see you against, and people like that. Is there? Let me just ask you a question. Who's like your favourite obscure battler? Who's a battler you like that you think many people don't watch?
I wouldn't say really obscure, but like most prob.
Most prob, yeah.
Acre is fucking killing it right now. But I guess if we're on the subject of dub, that's not very, very obscure.
Yeah, I mean, he's fairly obscure, and yeah, you're right. He is a fantastic writer, definitely.
Actually, Random. I think Random's fucking sick. Random versus Madflex is a great battle.
And in terms of your presence, man like Dave is saying, you should tweet more.
Oh mate, I do. I tweet all the time. I'm fucking sick on Twitter.
Okay.
My Twitter is just my personal Twitter though. Like,
yeah. We need a battle Twitter, man. We need you to be posting clips, talking smack to LS Dean.
Oh man, I tweet cool stuff though.
All right.
No, yeah, I just can't be asked changing my thing. I can't be asked having two Twitters. So just follow my actual Twitter, Ben Page 404.
Yeah, at BenPage404. We'll put the link in the description down below as well. But this has been good, man. Going through the card. I want to say again, people definitely pick up your tickets Saturday the 30th of June. Watch all the past Ben EP battles as well. Help us support Battle Rap Resume. Follow us on Twitter at Battle Rap Resume, at BenPage404. Patreon.com/Battle Rap Resume. You want to support the show, you want to give back. I put everything that we edit and upload, including stuff like this, episodes, on there first, often weeks, months before. So if you want to get preview access, support us on there. Email me, battleresume@gmail.com if you want to come on the show, you want to correspond. I answer the sort of fan mail and ask Battle Rap Resume. The episodes, there's kind of 4 of those, I think, at the time being. Definitely check those out. But Ben, any final shout-outs, man?
No, I'm good for now, man. I'm good. Right. Just it's been good coming on. Thank you for having me again.
Always, man. Yeah. I want to urge people to go back and check out it was top 10 battles we want to see, right?
Yeah, it was kind of if time travel was possible. As absurd as that sounds for a concept. Like to say, in that episode, I suggest Shocks versus Censor.
Right.
I'd like to see. And when that got announced, I went, hey, who called that one?
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember some of the ones I wanted to do. I can't quite remember, but yeah, it was a really cool concept actually. So yeah, definitely go back and check that out. Check us out on the channel as well and all the other stuff we've done. But yeah, Benny P, thanks again, man.
Cheers, mate. Sound.